Hello, beautiful people. How are you? How's your light warrior status? Are you fully charged? Today I'm talking about something I've heard repeatedly, and it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh to understand how shallow people can be. Like those normies, those sleepers, just how absolutely easy people are. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, that's what they are. Anyway, I'll talk all about it on the other side. So I've got this friend, he's called Pedro Kenworthy, lives in the UK. He's not Spanish. And he sent me a message that very, very frustrated. He was talking about a lady who he'd been working with, who was really kind of buying into the whole COVID narrative, giving him a hard time for not wearing a mask, giving him a hard time for not having the old doodah, and refusing to be with him if he wasn't wearing a mask. I think she was a Visor, one of the Visor kids, you know. And then recently he was sitting and Pedro was commenting on the fact that the COVID has disappeared. Gone. It's gone. You know, since the Prime Minister's party came out. Gone. And he said, where's it gone? Where's it gone? And the lady said to him, there are more things to be worried about than the COVID. Yeah? There are more important things in this world than the COVID. And he was absolutely blown away with what do you mean there's more important things? That's all you've talked about for the last 2 years. Okay? It's been like it was an obsession. And anyway, so I listened to his story and I thought, yeah, I can understand why, because the news now has just said, oh, just put that one to one side. Now look at this. As long as it's blue and yellow, it's important. Okay. And I was thinking about that, and then my wife had a conversation with her father, and she said exactly the same. She was saying, so where's it gone? Suddenly nobody's talking. So it's not on the TV. They're not interested, really. They're not interested. They're interested in the war. And her father said to her, yeah, but look, there are more things. There are more important things at the moment than the COVID. And I thought, wait a minute. She told me, and she was like, I can't believe my dad said, because obviously her dad is a great believer, And she said, I can't believe he said that. After 2 years of arguing about it and him being really angry about our attitude. And I thought, wait a minute. Now I use this system. Once is a one-off. Twice we're starting to get a pattern. 3 times, then there's a rabbit off. 3 times means that we are talking about a hypnotic program. Okay, the power of 3. So, and I've heard it since. I've heard it so many times now. There are more important things for us to focus on right now. And I know that that's because that's exactly what the media is saying. We were laughing about it, Cynthia and I said, look, Cynthia, let's be honest. The COVID is just so last month, isn't it? It's just so old now. And that's exactly the world in which we are living at the moment. We are residing in our beautiful, high-dimensional, frequency, Zen, Buddha type state. And we're standing next to the biggest pile of lily-livered, ball-free, testicle-free, puerile, meaningless, thoughtless, idiotic mentalities. This is not a criticism of the normies. I'm not criticizing them. I love them. The people are the same as us. We're all part of God. I'm talking about where they are at the moment in terms of their own personal power. They have fuck all. They do not have any personal power. They are automatons. They are robotic in everything that they do. When the news shouts jump, they say how high, and then they jump. And that's where they are. It's awesome. Now, why on earth would we want to try and convince those people of anything? Why? Why would we want to waste our time? Why would we want to invest our energy and all of the knowledge that we have in trying to talk to people who have no brain that is functioning? They have no critical thinking. Truly. They have no, the critical factor in the brain in hypnosis is there. It's the bullshit detector. It's the critical factor says, I'm calling bullshit. What you're saying is bullshit, okay? The critical factor that they have is under hypnosis. God knows how they've done it, but they've done it. Which is the critical factor only accepts what the news says or what the TV says. In fact, I shall give you a direct quote that was given to me by a member of my Spanish family, which is, well, I haven't seen that on the TV. If it were true, they would tell us on the TV. Now, where have they got these people? If it were true, they would have told us on the TV. That's exactly where those people are. That's where they are. So they do not accept any truth unless the TV tells them. And that is power. I mean, that, jabot. That's what they've done. They have created a world of those people in which they will not accept any information unless it comes from the TV. Beautiful. Hence the fact that the doctors who, the myriads of doctors who have spoken out are rejected. Hence the fact that when you give them facts, like when the fact checkers say this is true, rejected by the people that don't give a fuck. Why? Because it hasn't appeared on the TV. What a world. How absolutely incredible the job they've done. Now, this is good news because that power is there. The power to influence people. Just imagine when that's changed for good. I believe, personally, that mankind can be turned around in that. I believe that all of those people that we think are so absolutely, unreachable, could be reachable in that. All that needs to happen is that the media, the television, needs to start speaking the truth. When the television speaks the truth and tells people exactly how it is, they're going to be on our side. They're going to be 100% with us. Yeah. And then when the television tells them that the television lied, then that's when the trauma starts. That's when the upset and the guilt and all of that starts. But hey, well, let's see what happens. But the good news is that the COVID is just so last month. And that's good. I pray that what's happening over there with the war doesn't last too long. That's what I pray. But look, we're going to have to ride this. We're going to have to ride this through. And remember, one of the reasons why the doodah is last month is because this month all the information's coming out about it, like really bad information. But unless the television talks about it, that information is not real. It doesn't matter. Okay? So, no matter what we know everything. We know the lot. And they know fuck all. Because the television hasn't told them yet. So all that we can pray, when we're manifesting our future, manifest the fact that the television starts to supply true information. Okay, it's a step. In the end, the television should be broken into 1 million pieces in every household. And maybe later on, when we have a trustworthy organisation, we can then start to actually give people decent information. So we'll see. So, what's next? What's next? When this is over, what's next? Who knows? I saw a little meme saying, I rather hope that the alien invasion was going to be next. I mean, that would be interesting, a bit fun, yeah? But who knows what's next? They're giving us the lot. They're giving us the compressed 30-year plan in 3 years. No wonder people are starting to go, what? I beg your pardon. All right, have a lovely week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.